still can't see myself though.
We live.
All right, we're gonna do a countdown real quick, and while it's counting down, the people can't hear us, but we're not live yet. Once you see the intro, that's when we're on.
Nice.
The world has gone crazy, and we have the prescription for sanity.
We're live, Capo.
It's time to take your meds.
We got a good one today, man.
Audio meds.
It's your boy DJ Bobby Hustle.
Capo,
The Connects. We have a special guest on the line.
super dope artist.
We're gonna play some games. We're gonna have some fun.
Oh,
First question: who was the first rapper to turn actor? I was close on that one.
Audio meds. Take two and chill.
he already coming in with the bars.
Yo, what's good, my people? It's your boy DJ Bobby Hustle. We here another day, another show. We getting it in on a Tuesday, and I got my guy,
Capo.
The Connects, guaranteed to get you plugged for $49.99.
That's right. Bobby, you already know, man, I always get hype around this time because it's no secret. We always have super dope guests on every dose of audio meds, and today is no different. Our guest today hails from East Atlanta, where he's organically built a loyal fan base for a unique sound, a sound that is uncomparable. He can jump on a track and hold a tune and sing with the best of them while also giving you bars. And when it comes to lyrics, my man is a fucking beast. He was raised by two immigrant parents, and he's extremely proud of his Palestinian background, but he is also in full support of the Black Lives Matter movement. He's also supporting all of his Latino brothers by speaking on immigration and police brutality in his music. My man is a beast, and not only that, man, one thing that I respect about this dude is he is creative and calculated when it comes to his marketing strategies, and I admire that. I sit back and watch this dude from afar. Not only that, he's one of the only rappers I know that can say he actually filmed a fucking music video at his own wedding. I need y'all to make some noise for my man, Phay.
Hey, what up, Phay?
Production I've ever heard, bro.
Hey.
All facts, man. All facts, no fiction.
I appreciate that, bro.
No doubt.
How y'all doing?
Man,
What's
absolutely
good, man?
magnificent, bro. You?
How about yourself, man?
I'm blessed, bro. I'm just kicking it here at the crib. Been here for like 6-7 months. You know.
Man, right.
Staying out the way. So speaking of that, man, like this whole quarantine and pandemic shit, how has that been affecting you, man? Have you, like, I know you said you've been in the crib. Have you really been staying out the way and not really getting to it like that?
I mean, yeah, man. I stay out the way regardless, bro. But yeah, the pandemic definitely I doubled up on staying out the way. So I just be at the crib, man, just, you know what I'm saying, minding my damn business. And I was able to take time and make an album and actually have time to like think of different marketing strategies and shit. And you know what I'm saying, and just develop with the times and shit like that. Because you can't just drop a project nowadays. Like you know what I'm saying, you gotta be. You gotta market it in a unique way, especially nowadays.
Yeah, and that's one thing I want to make sure I get in. We're gonna chop it up about Bake Sale here in a few, but before we get into that, you know, like you said, man, you had said something about you know, being in quarantine and actually creating a whole album. But I mean, has this affected how you work creatively? Like, has it fucked up the creative juices at all?
Man, it didn't really fuck it up because, you know what I'm saying, my situation was pretty decent financially before this, and then it kind of just fucked it up. So, you know what I'm saying, it's just like, you just got to go harder or you're going to be broke. So it kind of just put a fire under my ass because I was kind of like, I don't want to say comfortable, but you know what I'm saying, when when everything's gravy, it's just like you kind of sit back and you don't have that urgency. So I feel like this really put that urgency behind me, and I really wanted to go ahead and create a whole world for folks so that they could enjoy it in their cribs as well.
Real shit.
Right.
Real
That's
shit.
dope. That's dope. And you know, with everything kind of going on with the Corona pandemic, people been staying out the way. I've been staying out the way. You know, trying to change stuff up, and like life as we know it is totally different. You know, so like I don't know if you've ever seen the show, Phay, but like we have this segment called the Rabbit Hole. I don't like to use the C word. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I'll be reading between the lines. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be knowing what'll be going on. So I'm gonna take you on a trip with me. You want to go on a trip with me real quick, Phay? We're about to take a trip down the rabbit hole.
Let's do it.
It's time to take a trip head first down the rabbit hole, where you learn some shit you didn't even know.
All right. Yeah, so all right, Phay, like, you know, I seen the video or whatever, so I know you just recently got married, starting a family and all that stuff. So like this is a good one. So I'm gonna go through it real quick, but I'm gonna kind of get you up to speed in what's going on. So if you've seen the show, we've touched on this a few episodes back with the US and China tech war, and right now it's in all our backyards, well, some of us anyway. So if you haven't heard the news about Trump banning TikTok, I'll get you up to speed real quick. So some of his security experts have reviewed the code from TikTok app, and they said that there was some flaws in it, and it could be exploited to steal users' information, and they can use that information to blackmail them or launch disinformation campaigns or things like that. So Trump, being the guy that he is, he's like, yo, my security experts say there's flaws in y'all's code, so I'm gonna ban y'all. You know, but y'all making a lot of money, so here's what we can do. Y'all gonna give us a chunk of the company. My boy Larry over there at Oracle, he's gonna go ahead and handle all the American user data. We also gonna cut my guy Doug in over at Walmart too. So they're gonna make it where TikTok users can shop at Walmart directly through the app. And we're gonna start a whole new company. We're gonna call it TikTok Global. It's gonna be based in the US. You know what I'm saying? So they're talking about that's gonna create 25,000 jobs. You know, it's gonna bring $5 billion in taxes. You know, sounds like an American win, you know, but I got to reading a little bit further. And so what's really happening is, so TikTok, this mega new company that they got, and his boy Trump, they're going to be launching an education curriculum driven by artificial intelligence that's going to teach our children reading, history, and other subjects. And what makes this so bad, this comes just days after Trump said he's creating a commission to promote the patriotic education system. Basically, this is an education system to counter the teachings of American slavery and racism in classrooms, which is going to be led by the AI in the TikTok app. So my question to you, with you being ready to start a family and all that stuff, do you want your kids to even learn about slavery and racism and what our people went through and is still going through to become who we are, or you want to let the app brainwash them into thinking it never existed?
Oh hell no! I want my kid, especially because my wife is an African American woman. They better learn about slavery, but,
right?
But not in the sense how they do it in public school. You know what I'm saying? How they just left a lot of shit out in slavery. You know what I'm saying? Slavery was gruesome. It was brutal. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's watered down. You know what I'm saying? Like even Christopher Columbus coming to this country and being like, oh, we got Columbus Day and shit. That man was he was responsible for raping and pillaging and murdering folks and genocide. So, I mean, I think folks need to learn about slavery, specifically white folks, to realize what's it called? You know what I'm saying? How destructive it was and why things are the way they are now with, you know what I'm saying, institutionalized racism and shit like that. But yeah, man, I don't know. There's no way you can't. I mean, you can't take away. Slavery was 400 years of this country. This country was built on the backs of black and brown people. So you can't just push that and undermine that. No. And they need to teach about more figures in public school too, with like not just Martin Luther King and Harriet Tubman. These are great figures, but the Huey Newtons and the, you know what I'm saying, the Malcolm X's, the ones that aren't so marketable. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
But yeah, no, we definitely need to be reminded almost daily about.
Real talk. Shouts out to my guy. He put the movement. Yeah, man. That was
That's
deep.
Real shit, man. Yeah, so, and speaking of that, man, like I know you're a Palestinian artist, I should say. I'm not even gonna say rapper, bro, because I feel like that puts you in a small box.
I love being called a rapper, man. I know a lot of people have that weird connotation to it, but I wear that shit proudly, bro.
Dope.
Because everybody can't do it.
Yeah, that's real shit. But I feel like because you do a little bit more than just rap, you know what I'm saying? I feel like artists, it fits you well. You know what I'm saying? That's a hat that fits you well. But
I appreciate that.
No doubt, man. But you having a Palestinian background, bro, like, and I know there's still a lot going on over there. Like, do you ever go back and forth to visit, or I mean, how does that work?
Yeah, I've been back about 4 or 5 times in my life. The majority of my family got relocated to Jordan. They got kicked out of their home. So my grandparents, you know, saying God rest their souls, they lived in Jordan, and so do my cousins and stuff like that. But when I do get a chance, you know, the border is like 2 hours away, so I'll go into Palestine. And even being an American citizen, it's just up in the air. Like, if they know, you know, because my last name and stuff like that, they know that I have Palestinian heritage. It's basically up to them to be like, you got this amount of time to be here. So it could be 2 weeks, it could be a month. It just depends on how, you know, them boys are feeling that day.
Yeah. And I was watching a documentary, man. Like, they actually, like, if they just don't feel like letting you through the border, you're just done. Like, they just won't let you through.
Yeah, I can't. That's why somebody like me can't fly directly to Tel Aviv, because you could fly into Israel, right, or what's known as Israel right now, and they'll be like, yeah, you can't come in here. So you just wasted your flight and your money, and now you got to take another 14, 15-hour flight back home. So yeah, anytime I did go into Palestine, it was through the Jordan-Palestinian border. So yeah, man. I've been back. I've seen what happened. I mean, it's very. I don't like. You know what I'm saying, comparing oppression and stuff like that, because the African Americans' oppression in this country is very unique. But it's like it's similar to like Jim Crow era, where if you're Palestinian and you have that citizenship, you're gonna be treated like a second-class citizen, and you're gonna have to go through borders to get to every city that you want to get to. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they won't let you in, and these borders look like kind of like chicken coops. I'm not sure if you've ever seen them, but it's a harsh reality. It's beautiful to be back, but it's also kind of like, damn, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's bittersweet.
Right.
Real shit. And one thing that I wanted to say is like that I have to respect you for, man. Is like, I read somewhere where you had said that you don't like, you know, they asked you speak about, you know, the struggles of Palestine and all that stuff, and you said that you didn't live it firsthand, so you don't like to really speak on it in your music like that, and you would rather let the people that are living it speak it. I mean, can you touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, man, because I mean, I know folks first-handedly that have been kidnapped, that have been, you know, in the middle of the night, just 12, 13 years old. The soldiers come in and they take them, and parents don't know when the next time they're gonna see them. And, you know, luckily for them, fortunately, in the cases that I know, they dropped them off like, you know, 14 hours later, and they're like, where the fuck you been at? And they're like, oh, they had us go paint fences and shit. So like, you know, I know people who just get snatched out of bed and you know what I'm saying, go through apartheid every day, man, just living in under that oppression every day. And I just feel like it's kind of fraud for me to just be like, oh yeah, I mean, I could always shed light, and I love questions like this because I'm shedding light to let you know what's going on over there. But in order for me to sit there and rap about it, I feel like I have to embody it and live in it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't. And I think that's I don't know. I think it's pretty fraud to be like, oh, this is what we going through, when in reality that's what they going through. I'm in my basement right now chilling, bro. You know?
Right.
Aside from police, you know what I'm saying, being trigger happy and pulling me over, I'm pretty much I don't live in constant fear and anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm getting pulled over or detained. That feeling over there is 24/7. That detainment feeling, that's a 20. I mean, Gaza is an open air prison. So, you know, in terms of me living here, I only know what I see and what I've lived through here. I got a taste of it, but I mean, I just don't. I don't think I'm the right spokesperson for that.
Wow, that's real. That's real.
It is.
And it's like I get it, you know, and it's like, you know, some kids that, like a lot of these rapper kids that growing up rich, they can't really speak about the hood because they never really been in the hood. You know what I mean? So that's like the realest thing. You know? Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a street guy, but I've been exposed to the streets, if that makes sense. So I know close people who've been killed or who've gotten, you know what I'm saying, a lifetime sentence. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So
I've heard you mention that.
Yeah, I report on what I see and what I know, because I mean I grew up on the east side, and there's some parts of Decatur that are just, you know, it's not sweet out there. So a lot of guys I went to high school with and stuff like that, just seeing different, you know, life choices and stuff, and just experiencing that. And I mean, I could speak on that because I've been involved with that, but you know,
firsthand, man.
Right.
Yeah, luckily I had music to kind of keep me out the way, man. Like that's one of those things.
Right. And speaking of music, you know, I know, you know, a lot of people who haven't heard the music. Like I just listened to the records, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow, you spitting, you got some bars. So we got a couple records you sent. So the Masiago. So this song right here, the first one you got. So can you lend us a little? I listened to it and I like it. So for those who haven't heard it before they hear it, can you lend a little bit of the process of making the magic? What was going through your brain when you created that?
So Masego is basically he's an artist and he be singing and stuff like that. So I kind of tried to not glorify gun violence, but this is a story about one of my homies who's currently incarcerated, and he was the nicest kid ever. Almost got a perfect score on the SATs. Was super, you know what I'm saying, just very respectful. And I didn't know that he led another life, if that makes sense. You know, I would see him in college sometimes, and then I would ask about him, and they're like, oh, you know, yo, he just got locked up on like 12 aggravated or armed robberies.
Wow.
Oh, not my guy, bro. Like yeah.
No,
but
not him.
But the reason for it was noble. His mom was struggling and financially, and he was going through college and had all this debt, and that was the only way he knew how to provide for his mother because his dad wasn't in the picture. So I'm saying it's all perspective. So that song's about him and a couple of my homies that I grew up with that for some reason, I don't know, it's a weird story, but I don't want to get too much into it. He's in jail for a while too now, but they said it was a road rage incident where somebody cut him off and he went to the guy's house the next day and let off like 14 shots. That's the actual audio at the end of his situation, but that doesn't sound like my friend either. So you know what I'm saying? He doesn't seem like somebody that would hold a grudge for that long, and then, you know what I'm saying, after the fact, 24 hours later, go back to the house and do what he did. But
is that the one you said you wish he would have hit the e-brake?
Yeah.
That's real. That's real. Bobby.
Wow. Yeah. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Pulling up in that air, chopping sing like Masego. Ooh, don't play, trying to get to these pesos. Reading up in Atlanta, put my mama on payroll. Ooh, I said so. What the fuck did he say though? Pulling up in that air, chopping sing like Masego. Ooh, don't play, trying to get to these pesos. Reading up in Atlanta, put my mama on payroll. Ooh, I said so. Oh my God, this shit fuego. Hit him up with that Draco, then I go about my day, yo. You gon' catch this fade, better let go my ego. You dipping all in my queso. Fall so hard my legs hurt. Build up block like Legos. Why I gotta be the bigger person? Why I gotta be the bigger man? Why I gotta keep my feelings in? Why can't I be the trigger man? Snap out of it like I'm Fable. God bless shawty low day. No, you mess with mine to get fed. Oh, we say you back with a halo. What the fuck did he say though? Pulling up in that air, chopping sing like Masego. Ooh, don't play, trying to get to these pesos. Reading up in Atlanta, put my mama on payroll. Ooh, I said so. What the fuck did he say though? Pulling up in that air, chopping sing like Masego. Ooh, don't play, trying to get to these pesos. Reading up in Atlanta, put my mama on payroll. Ooh, I said so.
Hey. Yeah, you vibing with that?
Yeah, his story. I mean, you continue. I mean, you've heard it. You continue to play it, and it's that clip from the news. It's his actual clip about him going back and doing what he did. But I don't know, man. But I often write from different people's perspectives and what they might be going through. So like that whole why I got to be the bigger person, why I got to be the bigger man, why I got to keep my feelings in, why can't I be the trigger man type situation. But just like it just reminded me of him, like him always just taking the high road. You know what I'm saying? When somebody tried him or whatever, and then he basically succumbed to doing what he had to do for his mom and stuff. So it was just. I don't know. It's an intricate situation. You can't just look at it and be like he's a bad person. You got to understand, why he was led to do what he did. You know.
Well, see, that's one thing. Is like what you said. Is when it came to him, and sometimes when it comes to you personally, you can take as much as you can. You know, you're like, fuck it, put it all on me, put it all on me. But when it comes to your family, it's like, bro, I'm gonna go by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever it takes to get them out. You know what I'm saying? And to make it better for him. So, like, I completely understand that, bro. But one thing, man, like I want to say is one thing I've noticed is your truth telling that you do in your music, man. It seems like a lot of stories that you kind of intertwine, and that record right there is probably like one of the more, I wouldn't say deeper records. It is a deep record, but a lot of times it seems like you have a lot of up tempo, you know what I'm saying, feel good records, but you're still putting it all in there. You know what I'm saying? Like if you listen close, you can still catch it. I know there was one line where you talked about your homie that was paralyzed, and you said my homie paralyzed. What'd you say? I'm just glad he made it, and when my body aching, it's a blessing when my body aching.
I'm just glad he made it, so it's a blessing every time I feel my body aching. Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah, yo.
He gave me this bracelet. Shout out to Anton, man. And anytime I feel like bitching about some little shit, man, I just look at it and thankful for everything, bro.
Right.
Real
talk.
Real
talk
shit.
for that, man. Real talk, man. Yeah, that's some very wise words. So
you wake up and at least you're able to feel your body. Some people not, bro.
That's real.
You wake up, I got bad knees, my meniscus torn and shit. You know what I'm saying? If you ever had a knee injury, it's by the weather. It gets colder outside, your shit is fucked up.
Man, I twisted my ankle a couple weeks ago, and I was like, man, I don't bounce back like I used to. It's
know what I'm saying? We get old, man. We get old, bro.
But you know what? Like, if he would have heard that shit, he'd be like, man, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your boy heard that shit, he's like, I wish I could fucking complain about my ankle hurting or my knees aching.
I wish I could have. Yeah, but I mean, so he taught me a lot, man, and I feel like a lot of the things that mentally, as tough as he is, I wish I could adopt some of his mental strength, because physically, he's in a I don't even want to call it an unfortunate situation, but physically, he got in a car accident and is not able to use most of his body, but mentally I feel like he could withstand anything. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
So,
you made it through that, you can make it through anything, bro. Like mentally, he's all there. But yo, Bobby, it sounds like Phay is full of knowledge, bro.
You sound like you're a very smart individual. So I don't know if you've ever seen the show before, but
man. I feel like I'm gonna bomb all these questions.
Yeah, hey, but look, this is the part where we play the game. So if you've seen the show before, man, you know about it, but we're going to get straight into it. Let's go.
That's right. It's time for Street Smarts Trivia Game with your hosts, DJ Bobby Hustle and Capo the Connect. Guaranteed to get your plug.
All right. So this is the part where we play the game. Basically, we're going to do a little Street Smarts Trivia. I'm just going to ask you a question. All you got to do is give us an answer.
Easy as that.
All right. So round one. First question, first category is hip-hop history. Here we go. What rapper was once a DJ and intern at Atlanta's Hot 97 radio station? Was it Jermaine Dupri, Little Scrappy, or Ludacris?
I know the answer to this, bro. It's Ludacris.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
It was Ludacris! Yes, Ludacris was an intern and then a DJ at Atlanta's Hot 97.5 under the name Chris Lover. Ludacris DJ'd at the station with Poon Daddy and K Sly. Okay.
I think that shit, but I went to the same college as him, so they got a log, like they got this studio use, and they got his log like in a museum, like him signing into the studio and shit before he was big. So
wow.
He was doing in the radio.
You know what's crazy is off of his DJ promos that he was doing, that's where he caught Timberland's attention, and that's where Timberland came in and produced Luda's first single, Fat Rabbit, which I don't know if anybody's ever heard that shit.
Yeah,
it might have been an Atlanta classic.
Yeah, it was on. I had the album that it was on. Yeah, that was fly. All right, next category, Capo. I think this is your favorite category.
Man, who said that shit?
So we're gonna read you a song lyric, and all you gotta do is tell us who said that shit.
Easy as that.
Before you re-up, get a laptop. Make a business for yourself. Boy, set some goals. Make a fat diamond out of some dusty coals. Record number 4, but we on a roll. Hold up, slow up, stop, control. Who said that shit?
Oh, you're not gonna give me any. I didn't know who said it, but I thought you were gonna give me. Okay, start the music again. Start the music again. It's Andre 3000, man. Bombs over Baghdad. Or Big Boy, Bombs over Baghdad.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, Big Boy.
It was Big Boy! Bombs over Baghdad. That was close. It was like, yeah.
You get too confident. You're like, did that motherfucker really say it? Yeah, it was Big Boy.
Okay. Coming out swinging.
See, you got it, man. He was worried about it. He thought he was gonna bomb him. Look at him.
I thought you gonna give me some. You giving me Atlanta shit. Like I thought you was gonna give me some New York shit.
Well, you never know. We ain't finished yet.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but speaking, you've been from Atlanta. We all grew up watching hood classics. We're gonna play your movie clip. Just tell us what movie it is. Here we go.
Now this is what you call a hood classic.
Dude, owe you some money? Here you go. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm tired of that. It was so disrespectful. You done hit me in my mouth with some goddamn money.
What movie is that?
That's Atlanta, bro. I don't know. You just keeping it. That's Atlanta, 100%.
Atlanta? The TV show with Donald Glover?
No, man. ATL.
Oh, ATL, the movie.
ATL, the movie. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
These are too easy.
Owe you some money? Here you go.
Okay.
Everything in Atlanta, I love it.
Okay, he's ATL from the heart. All right,
My
I
wife
see.
goes skating at Cascade every Sunday, bro.
Oh wow, that's dope.
Okay.
That's dope.
All right. So you love Atlanta. Okay, so we're about to.
Excuse me, I'm gonna need to see some identification.
So this is called ID check. We're gonna read you a government name. Just tell us who it is. My government name is Trentavious Zaman. Am I Bankroll Fresh, DJ Toomp, or Trinidad James?
Trinidad James, right?
Is that your final answer?
I know Trinidad James. I know he from the islands, bro. That was that last name, Zama. What?
Zaman. Zamon.
Shit, that sounds like some island shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with that.
Final answer.
Final answer.
It was Bankroll Fresh.
Rest in peace,
Rest in
Bankroll,
peace.
bro.
Rest in peace to Bankroll, man.
Rest in peace to Bankroll, man.
I'm about to say easy.
3 out of 4. 3 out of 4. Not
It's
bad.
okay. It's
Not
okay.
bad.
Yeah, you did pretty good. If that was your score on the SATs, you getting into college. You still going to college.
See, these get degrees, bro. That's what they say.
Hey, you see for a degree.
You know?
Real shit. Well, man, hey, we still got another round, so you might be able to come back and sweep the board. You know what I'm saying? You fucking get what, 7 out of 8. You never know.
Hey, you never
That
know.
shit was tough. That last one was tough, man. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, bro.
He said he love Atlanta.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm a fraud, bro.
hey, you don't one knows each other's government names though, bro.
Right.
No one ever knows that shit.
I got people I know 18 years and I still don't know their real name.
Right? Yeah. Exactly. So, Phay, man, I wanted to kind of dive into something, man. Like one thing that I kind of noticed about your music, and I know you say you love Atlanta, but it seems like you really love the culture in general. I always hear like 90s references in your music, a lot of samples, a lot of shit like that. Where does that come from, man? Like,
man.
Go ahead.
Man, I grew up in Chicago, right? And in the 90s. I was born in 1990. I'm not trying to age myself, but and I had an older sister that was 4 years older than me, and she would always listen to you know what I'm saying, TLC and Aaliyah and all those people just coming up, you know what I'm saying, in the urban scene, Usher, all those people, and it was honestly the only thing she would listen to. So you could say, in a sense, she put me onto that, and it was just it. I love nostalgia, and I love taking people back to certain times, and I love the artists who make it. And you know, when I'm making something, especially with the sample in it, I just really want to, you know, pay homage and make the record as if the original artist would listen to it and appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I'm never trying to I would never try to skew it or make some bullshit that they wouldn't approve of. But yeah, man, I love using 90s R&B and rap samples and references. It's just one of those things. I'm a 90s kid, so like it's one of those things where I just like to incorporate it in my music.
Has any of the artists that you've ever sampled, have you ever like one of them hit you in the DM, or you ever bumped into one of them, or have you ever heard that they've heard the song?
I made Masego. It's not a sample, but it's the name of his that's his stage name. He actually commented on my Instagram. It was like, yo, this shit is tight. And I got in contact with his manager and stuff like that, and he was, you know, there was talks of him potentially getting on a remix or whatever, but that's that. I've done records with some of my favorite rappers before, or one of my favorite rappers, and that's Young Dro.
Young Dro, yeah.
Okay.
Dro's an Atlanta legend, and we actually did that. Like, I was there. They invited us to the studio, and like I was there when he was doing it, and it was one of those days where it was just like, damn, dog. Like I'm rapping with one of my favorites, like somebody I'd see as a legend, and yeah, so I got a record with him. You know,
he went off on that shit too.
He did. I got a record with Sci the Prince.
He's fine.
You know what I'm saying? Just guys that are in the big leagues, and you know what I'm saying, it's definitely humbling, but it's also assuring, because like, you know, you trying to take these guys' heads off. Well, I'm trying to take these guys' heads off when I'm rapping with them, right, just to show that I belong here. You know what I'm saying? So it's humbling, and it's also reassuring. You know what I'm saying? That you could keep up with these guys.
Yeah, real shit. Yeah, because I mean that's one thing, like being able to connect with people that you respect, and then they respect the craft back. Like that's gotta be a great feeling, man.
Right. Yeah, absolutely, man. But I want to make this clear. I don't really seek validation from other people, if that makes sense, man.
No, you can't.
Yeah,
you can't. Because
sure.
if you at the end of the day, no matter how many people like you or praise you, if you don't see that same in yourself, you know, you're never gonna find happiness. You know what I'm saying, or satisfaction. You know, and that's just one thing we have to learn from ourselves. Is like, because you know they always say we don't see ourselves the way other people see us. You know what I mean? Yeah. So sometimes you have to step outside yourself, you know, to see yourself. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah. No, man. It's an empty feeling, man. It's a real empty feeling whenever, you know, you seeking validation from other people and they giving it to you, but if you don't see it, and a lot of times we seek validation from the wrong people anyway. I mean, who's in charge of the music industry nowadays? It's not the pioneers. It's not people who even look like the pioneers.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? It's people who, it's some nerdy suburban white kid at his desk talking about, hey man, I got Twitter algorithms on lock. What's up, man? I'm sorry, but I can't seek validation from people like that. These are the so-called gatekeepers in urban music right now. And when I say urban music, in black music right now. So that's just how the shit is now. Like, it's not. I'd never seek validation from somebody behind sitting on their computer 18 hours a day, fucking calculating algorithms and telling me, oh nah man, your shit's not hot. Just like, who the fuck is you?
Right. Yeah. Real talk for the fuck you. Applaud
that. Yeah, man. So I mean, do you ever feel like race plays a part in it for you, man?
I mean, a lot of people just think I'm a light-skinned black dude, which is I'm 100% cool with, because I don't want it to be a gimmick. I don't want it to be like, oh, he can rap and he can rap and he Middle Eastern, so double points. Like, nah, man. Like, I want this to be. It's like seeing a white dude dunk. You know what I'm saying? He just puts that just a regular ass put back, and everyone's like, oh shit, Gordon Hayward, that's the truth. But it's like these motherfuckers like Donovan Mitchell and what I'm saying, all these other guys, Damian Lillard, these guys are athletic as fuck, and like it's kind of just like, oh well, yeah, we expected that from him. So it's like it's one of those things, man. I don't want anybody to praise me for my race, man. It's just something that I wasn't able to choose this shit. So
right.
I see it a lot. I see it a lot.
Rap, right?
Yeah, I see it a lot with like specifically with white rappers. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm ragging on white people right now. But and I love y'all white people. You know what I'm saying? But y'all really been fucking shit up for a long time. So y'all just you can sit here and hear this, but yeah, man, it's just one of those situations where like I feel like people like rappers and stuff like that, they're not applauded. Or they're put to the wayside, and then like even in music in general, like Billie Eilish, they're like, Billie Eilish once recorded a complete song in like 12 hours, and I was like, man, we do that shit all the time. Why is that? You know what I'm saying?
12 hours, like the fuck?
Right.
Get that album done. Right.
I think we champion. I don't think what I'm saying when you talking about race, because rap is a black, it's black music, and R&B and all that music is black music. And when you talking about what I'm saying, these are the pioneers, and a lot of the times what I'm saying, I mean, for the most part, black people do it at the highest level, so you should champion them first before what I'm saying, championing a white guy who's just on some lyrical miracle like
because it's rare. That's why it's like, oh
it's
shit, like
you're not used to seeing that shit. So there's a shock factor, and but once you get past that shock factor, it's just like, okay, well, you know what I'm saying, that like Twister was doing that shit way before anybody was.
Right. Hey.
And his, Busta was doing that shit way before everyone. Like, how could he not get his shine? So
I'll be real though, Phay. For a while, man, I thought you were Latino, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You speak good Spanish in your music, bro. I be catching Spanish lines. I'm like, oh shit.
I grew up with all Latinos in Chicago, bro. So I have I'm very fond of the culture, and I love the people, man. From anywhere, specifically Mexico.
Yeah.
I other people. My dad worked, side by side with Mexicans his whole life, and they're just the most hardworking people on this planet, man. It might be a stereotype, but they work. It's the only people I see that work with their heart, bro. Every single day they be working with their heart. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else be working with their not emotion.
Hey, Bobby, round of applause.
Hey, I was just gonna let him get it out, like.
Give it up for all my Latino Americanos out there, bro. Let's go.
Hey, before I was doing music, I was not working with my heart. I want to put that shit right there. I was looking at the fucking clock.
Right.
No one wants to do that.
Nah. That's crazy, man.
Yo, so let's talk, because one thing that kind of caught my attention, man, and I didn't know whether it was because of the times that are going on right now, or whether it was or where you're at mentally with this statement. But I had seen a statement that you made that this Bake Sale project coming up might be the last album.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna say this first and foremost on this show. I was just bullshit, man. I was emotional that day, and I was like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get in your head and be like, yo, what the fuck more do they want from me, bro? I shot a music video at my wedding. I'm sitting here slaving over this artwork and these marketing schemes and shit like that. And look, I don't want to sound ungrateful. God bless everybody who even gives the music a chance, bro. And to some people, it's a lot of people. But when you put so much effort in, I mean, as humans, you just never satisfied. So it was one of those things where, like, man, I put this whole shit together. And when you see it, like, I don't know if you've seen the trailer and shit like that.
Yeah, I did,
but,
bro.
like, you know what I'm saying? When you come and you write in scripts, it's not just music anymore. It's a production. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have no manager. All the money that is put into me is from my pockets. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have script writers or you know what I'm saying, or cameramen or da-da-da. Everything is outsourced. So I don't know. I take pride in that shit, and I'm like, yo, this shit is fucking good. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I was a part of making it. Of course, there's a lot of different moving parts and shit. But nah, man, I was acting like a little hoe, man. I'm being honest.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, bro. Because
it might be maybe my last project, but definitely not my last music. Like, I'm gonna be putting, just depending on where I'm at after this rollout, I definitely want to keep putting out singles and music. You know, so I don't want to keep people waiting for too long.
Please do. Or like you make fucking dope music, bro, and it's definitely worth it. I mean, I know at the end of the day, it's like, man, I'm not eating off this shit. Like, I want to be able to, you know, feed the kids and the family and give mom, you know, you're always talking about your moms and your music and shit. You always want to give back.
I want to pay your house off, man.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, and that's what everybody wants to do. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, man to man and a fan talking to you, man, like, bro, it would suck for you to quit music, bro. Like, I look forward to hearing your music, and I think there's plenty more people that feel the same way I do, man, that would be, like, really let down if you did that shit, homie.
Hey,
really
real talk. I just listened, you know, I listened to the song that we about to play because we got another record for you because the video that you said you shot at your wedding, you know, so I listened to that, and when I was listening to it, I was like, yo, this is dope. I couldn't stop watching. I was like, man, this is a good video, and it's heart wrenching. And, you know, I'm a family man too, so it's like, man, this is real talk. I mean, so like that. I know you put the disclaimer like over the screen that said this was like impromptu or anything like that. So like this wasn't planned or anything.
Really, the day of, man. The day of, the guy's girl was shooting the pictures, and she was like, yo, we usually do like a funny little like wedding, like, you know, music video, but it's usually to a Drake song and shit like that. And she was like, but you're an actual artist. Like, you got any records about your wife? And I was like, yeah. But I was like, yo, it's gonna be too much. Like, I'm getting married. Like, I ain't got time for that shit. And then the day of, I don't know what hit me. I feel like I think I got like 30 minutes of sleep, bro. So I don't know. I was over it. And I was just like, hey man, I called him up. I was like, how much you said it was again? And he said some low number. And I was like, yo, bring your ass over here, bro. You got to document.
Let's go.
Hey, so without further ado, let's get into it. She mine.
She my motherfucker sent straight from the heavens at the prime motherfucker level. I don't wanna sound mad, I just wanna tell you how I feel. Say, I'ma get down on one knee. I'ma rock Gators Dundee. I'ma dress up like Sunday. I'ma pull up in a Humvee. I'ma make sure you love me. I'ma go green like Gumby. I'ma slow down like Bumby. We living in peace like Gundy. I'ma go buy you a onesie. I'ma jump on you bungee. The booty gon' smell like roses. I'ma go sniff your undies. Everybody tell me, whoa, whoa. You telling me what I've been, no. I don't wanna do this dolo, so I put a ring on it like Frodo. I'ma go back to the basics. Some of y'all hoes need facelift. Baby girl, don't mind them though. I swear to God, they just racist. Swear to God, y'all just dumb as fuck. Some of y'all hoes need tummy tuck. I'ma go buy a pair of Asics. Swear to God, we about to run it up. Fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up. We gon' do that till the sun is up. This ain't even a hit though. This that motherfucking uppercut. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Fade like DJ Esco. All my bros the future. All this ice is fresco. Now back up.
Cause she my motherfucker, sent straight from the heaven. She divine motherfucker, yeah. Cause she my motherfucker, sent straight from the heaven. She divine motherfucker, yeah.
Now back up.
Cause she my motherfucker, sent straight from the heaven. She divine motherfucker, yeah. Cause she my motherfucker, sent straight from the heaven. She divine motherfucker, yeah.
Hey, that's hot. That's hot.
Real shit. And I can see why you would be like, cause I heard your statement about the fucking blogs not supporting, not showing love, and you putting all that work in, bro. Like I could definitely see the discouragement, because that shit's dope, bro. Like, why not? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it got a lot of hits. I think it's like, I don't know. He got the YouTube on. I don't know how many hits it's on right now, but on Twitter it went kind of viral. But when I shot it, bro, and I watched it, I was like, oh shit, this the one, baby.
Yeah.
This the one. I'm out here, baby. And then you get all this love, and it just stops.
Right.
It was just like,
boom, quick.
It was a lot, bro. At one point, I was like, "Oh shit, it's happening!"
Yeah. hey, but I wanna tell you one thing though, man. Like, one, congrats on having a super dope wife, for even being down to be a part of that shit during the biggest day of your guys' life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of women are like, "Fuck no!" Like, you want to shoot a music video, but that shit will last forever, man. Like, that's super dope, man. Real quick.
Yeah, shouts out to Dope.
Man.
That's dope, man. So Bobby, I know we're getting short on time here, man.
So, yo, bro, you did good, man. You did good. You know, you only missed one. That's still a college degree. So we got round 2. You ready to get to it? Let's do it.
That's right. It's time for Street Smarts Trivia Game with your hosts, DJ Bobby Hustle and Capo the Connect. Guaranteed to get your plug.
All right. So this is the part of the game where we do the Street Smarts Trivia. We're going to just ask you a question. All you got to do is give us an answer. All right. Here we go. First one, a little hip-hop history. What rapper went by the name Meathead before changing it and reaching massive success? Was it A, Mystical, B, Eminem, or C, Future?
Uh-oh.
C, Future.
Is that your final answer?
Final.
It was Future! Oh, stop. Before Pluto, Hendrix's first rap name was Meathead. Okay.
You know, a lot of people don't even know, man.
Answer, man. Just,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Future
So,
was... Go ahead, Bob.
He's a descendant from the Dungeon family, second generation. I think
Yeah.
that's
Go
what
away.
Yeah.
Go away, cousin.
mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Meathead.
Yeah,
To call him.
That's dope. Capo, I think this is your favorite category.
Man, who said that shit?
Gonna read your song lyric. All you gotta do is tell us who said that shit. I think it's time I made a song for the niggas who don't know me. I graduated out the streets, I'm a real OG. I be trapping, shooting pistols since I stood 4 feet. So all you niggas acting bad, you gonna have to show me who said that shit.
Yeah.
Final answer?
Too easy.
1,000%.
It was
So easy,
T.I.
Bobby.
You don't know me, 2004. Okay. All right, you doing all right. Okay. We ain't done yet. So we all grew up watching movies as kids, watching hood classics. We're going to play your movie clip. All you got to do is tell us what movie it is.
Now this is what you call a hood classic.
I ain't got to do nothing. You the past, bro. My time is now. You ready to die, nigga? Yeah.
What movie is it?
Rest in peace, Tupac, man. That's Juice.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
I ain't got to do nothing.
bro.
He's on fire.
He's on fire.
I
He's
was
on
2 years
fire.
old when that shit came out.
Yeah. But that's how much of a classic it is.
I watched every hood classic there is, bro.
Okay.
You got to.
You got to. All right.
Excuse me, I'm gonna need to see some identification.
All right. So this is ID check. I'm going to read your government name. You just tell us who it is. My government name is Thomas DeCarlo Calloway. Am I A, Childish Gambino, B, CeeLo Green, or C, Shawty Low?
God damn, dog. I'll be honest with you, this one is a pure fucking guess, dog. Thomas DeCarlo Calloway?
Yes, sir.
Thomas DeCarlo Calloway.
Damn, man. And you said, man, it could be. I'm gonna go ahead and say, hey, man, Childish Gambino.
It's your final answer?
Yeah.
It was CeeLo Green.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay, man. You still did good, though.
It, man.
What was that, 2 out of 8?
Yep.
Yeah.
2 out of
8. 75. I mean, it's still, you know.
Well, you like 80%. You know what I'm saying? You still going to college, bro. You still gonna get in and get the hose.
Yeah, you can bring that home and mama will be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man.
After I get done with this, I'm gonna go look up every motherfucker's real name, dog.
Just so he'll know.
Just so next time I get that shit right.
That's it. So, Phay, real quick, man, we're getting short on time, and I want to make sure that we speak on this new project, bro. Please, bake sale. Give us some insight, man, because the artwork is amazing with the cookies and everything. Like, give us the insight and break it down for us, man.
All right, so the insight, basically, man, I always like to do something visual, bro. You know what I'm saying? And every time I hear like somebody talk about my music, they be like, it's like ear candy. It's like ear candy. So I kind of wanted to create an eye candy that went along with the ear candy and try to make it a whole world almost. Like, my dad's a restaurateur and he owns a few restaurants. So I helped him back in the day before I was doing music. I helped him rebrand his shit. So I kind of took on this next project as if I were about to open a new bakery, if that makes sense. And I would showcase, you know what I'm saying, different baked goods and shit like that. And I challenged myself. And this girl I went to middle school with, shout out to Shanae Brooks Tapwa. She is an amazing baker, bro. I follow her on Instagram, and every time she posts something, I'm like, yo, that shit look good as fuck, bro. So I was just like, oh, why don't I incorporate that into the whole? This was before I knew what I was going to do with Bake Sale. So for all of the artwork, I don't know if y'all could see, but like like those are cupcakes. That's a everything bagel. I don't know if you can see it. That's a donut. Like, I fucking framed these yesterday because she did such a good job. But like, it was just, you know, a combination of my ideas coming to life with my art director, him drawing the draft, and then her literally creating that shit from food. So everything you see on the artwork is edible, from the parental advisory sign to the cookie to the UPC code on the back to the frosting. It's all edible. And even with the I mean, you're gonna see when the artwork drops and stuff like that. She made, you know, bar cakes and bagels and all types of shit, cupcakes and stuff, and it was just all edible. And before this Corona shit happened, I had this like plan of literally opening like kind of like a pop-up bakery shop for like a week in Atlanta, or maybe even 2, and just selling these baked goods that are on the artwork, you know what I'm saying, while having the music playing and just making it a complete, you know what I'm saying, even with merch and shit like that. Like, I'm working on merch now for Bake Sale and just making it its own basically its own time in history. Like, albums come and go, but I want this shit to kind of stay, kind of like how what's his name, 2 Chainz, shout out to 2 Chainz, he had that trap house, the Pink in Atlanta. I'm not sure if you guys were seeing that. It was around for almost a year, and people would always, anytime they drove by it, stop by, take pictures, and it'd be and I hate using the word movement, but it grew, you know, even after the album was done and was out, and even after his music videos came out, it always made him the talk of the town, because it was something that outlived all of that. So I want this to outlive the music and the merch and everything. You hear Bake Sale, kind of like when you hear Mama, I want people to associate that with what we created as a you know.
Wow. Yeah, and like I said, man, super creative, always got like really creative and calculated rollouts for every campaign, bro. And we love that shit. Keep making dope shit. We're gonna keep supporting, man. That's real life, bro.
Real life. Yo. So my guy Phay, you did good on the trivia, bro. So was it 2 out of 8? You know what I'm saying? You passed the test. You can take that home to mama. We ain't gonna let you out of here that easy. We got a real quick lightning round for you, a little bonus round. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Yeah, we're gonna put you in the hot seat real quick. So I need you to grip real quick.
Ooh, that's gotta burn.
Right here, so the hot seat. So what this is, basically, I'm gonna just read some options off to you. Just say one or the other. Don't say both. Don't say neither. Do it as fast as you can. First thing off the top of your mind. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Iced tea or lemonade?
Iced tea.
Big booty or little booty?
Big booty.
Outkast or Goody Mob?
Okay.
Fresh Prince or Martin?
Fresh Prince.
50,000 up front or 50% publishing?
50,000 up front.
10 $20 bills or 6 $50 bills?
6 $50 bills.
Buy a new house or start a new business?
New business.
Cash out or reinvest?
Reinvest.
Donald Trump or Joe Biden?
They both fucking terrible.
Neither.
Yo,
Heathens.
If there was a neither, I'd vote for it. I tried to do that shit with Hillary 4 years ago, and I felt terrible about myself, bro.
Right, you at least got to be like, all right, whoever is against Trump, I'm just going to vote what the rest of the black people expect me to vote.
Right. Well, shit. Hey, Phay.
Fuck either way, bro.
That's it.
Yeah.
Real shit. Either way, we're fucking, it's Armageddon right now, bro. Like, but yo, man, we appreciate you coming on the show and fucking with us, man. Taking time out to rock with us. When Bake Sale comes out, hopefully you'll come back and we can do another round of this shit with you, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Definitely. I'm gonna send I got a draft or whatever that's unmastered or whatever. I can send that y'all way just so you know you get acclimated with the music and shit before it comes out.
Most
Please
definitely,
do,
yeah.
man. Please do, bro. Like I said, man, you keep making the dope music. We're gonna keep supporting. Once again, man, thank you for coming on the show. We appreciate it, family.
Man, shouts out to you, man. Yeah, yo. Man, hey.
This is one of the most
dope music
beautiful joints, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? This is real. I love this shit, man. You guys really put creativity into this, and it really was enjoyable, man.
Hey,
Thank you, man.
Shouts out to
thank
you,
you
bro,
again,
man.
man.
Shouts out to you, man.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So, Bobby, next week, who do we got?
Man, it's about to be awesome, man. Make sure you go to YouTube, hit that button, subscribe, hit the bell, ding, get notified when we post something. It's going to be fire every time. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all them joints. We there because next week is going to be lit, and you just got to wait and see what it's going to be.
The world has gone crazy, and we have the prescription for sanity.
We're live, Capo.
It's time to take your meds.
We got a good one today, man.
Audio meds.
That's your boy DJ Bobby Hustle.
Uh-oh.
The Connects. We have a special guest on the line.
Super dope artist.
Oh, we're gonna play some games. We're gonna have some fun.
Oh.
First question: who was the first rapper to turn actor? I was close on that one.
Audio meds. Take two and chill.
He already coming in with the bars.